All right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here. I'm here with Danielle Thomason. Danielle, how are we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. And, you had a fight not too long ago. I mean, talk us a bit more about that cancellation and, how things are going and what's maybe next for your future.
I'm pretty bummed out about that. I originally got matched up against Isabella in March, and I was really, really excited for it. It was going to be the biggest fight so far against the most skilled opponent so far. Um, Unfortunately, about maybe 3 weeks out from that fight, I hurt my knee, and I was really hoping it was just like a mild strain or something like that. I tried to push through, but I gave it like a week to kind of just rest and iced it and everything like that. And whenever I tried to do a round, it ended up popping again and went backwards. So I ended up having to drop out and went to the doctor, started doing physical therapy, everything like that. My health insurance actually wouldn't approve an MRI, so I couldn't get one of those. But I went through 2 months of physical therapy, and everything was feeling good. I was doing good. I got cleared. So I let everyone know, like, I'm good to go. I'm going to start training again. If you want to set up this fight, I'd love to get it rescheduled. So we got it rescheduled for August 16th. And then probably another 3 weeks into that fight camp, it ended up popping again. At this point, I reached back out to my doctors and I'm like, hey, can we please like try again for this MRI? Like it seems like it's really needed. Um, and after getting the results of that, I found out that I have a complete ACL tear and a complex meniscus tear. So I had to unfortunately drop out of that one again, and I'm actually getting surgery on Wednesday. So it's going to be a little bit for me, but I'm excited to come back to it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's really unfortunate with that news, and best of luck with your surgery on Wednesday. But yeah, that's definitely horrible to hear. Now, with that being said, I mean, talk to us a bit more about your fighting career.
The injury has really kind of taken over. It's been like all year. So I've just been trying to work around it and get better as much as I can. I'm still showing up to every class. I'm still drilling, trying to work on my fight IQ and things like that in the meantime, and just get a fight and get back into it as soon as I can.
Yeah, no, that's definitely important for sure. And now, I mean, talk us a bit more about your goals with fighting, and when you maybe plan to go pro and everything like that.
I definitely feel like skill set wise, I'm ready for it. I would like to get more actual fight experience in, but it is a lot harder to get fights as a female than a male. I've had a lot of girls drop out on me. I've wasted a lot of months just trying to even find a fight. So it's been really difficult for me to fight consistently, that on top of injuries and things like that. Um, my plan was actually to get a couple more fights this year. I wanted to get one at the beginning of the year, maybe in the summer, and then go pro at the end of the year. Unfortunately, that did not get to happen for me. So I really like to come back, get a couple more fights, and then go pro as soon as I can.
Yeah, no, that definitely sounds like a good plan, and we're looking forward to seeing you heal up and get back in action for sure. And now, when it comes to your last fight camp that you had, I mean, talk us a bit more about what you were kind of working on in your game to improve for that fight that you were having.
I feel like outside of fight camp is really just general improvement. I'm trying to learn as much as I can, get better in any way I can. And then usually for fight camps, I'll kind of work more of a specific game plan. So I did have a very specific game plan for my last fight that I trained very hard for and was able to implement that. So I was very happy with my success in that, being able to implement the exact things that I was working for.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's important, and I'm definitely glad you were able to implement it. And now, another thing I was curious about as well too. I mean, who are maybe some of the best training partners that are making you the best version of you?
Um, at that fight camp, I didn't have any girls to train with, and you know, it can be a bit of a disadvantage not having girls to train with, but I do have a lot of really good guy fighters that I've been able to train with, and now we're starting to grow our women's classes more, and I have a lot more people to work with. I cross train some, go to like towns nearby because there's a lot of really good girls in this area that I can go with. So yeah, I just try to find training where I can since it's a little bit harder as a girl.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely understand that. It definitely makes sense for sure. And now, when it comes to some of your other fights, I mean, you fought and won a title and also defended it. I mean, talk us a bit more about some of your memories with that and favorite moments.
That was a really big deal for me. I'm not actually from Missouri. I'm from Arkansas, and I moved here about 2.5 years ago. So I really wanted to kind of make a name for myself here, build a fan base here, get some connections with some people, and I felt like winning that belt would be a good first step to just showing people who I am. And so it meant a lot to me to do it. I felt like there was a lot of pressure because I wanted to make this good first impression. The local promotion here, I'm the first girl that's ever fought for them. I'm the first women's champion. So I just really wanted to make a good first impression, not only for myself, but for women's MMA in general, and give, people in this town like a taste of what women's MMA really is. So I was happy I was able to succeed with that.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's definitely awesome, and that's a pretty cool message for sure. And now another thing I was wondering about, I mean, talk us a bit more about kind of how you got into MMA and maybe some of your first days on the mats.
I remember my first thoughts of like, I want to fight. I was probably like 13 years old. I used to watch street fights on YouTube all the time, and it really excited me. And I just started like fantasizing about like what I would do if I got in a fight and everything like that. So I started looking into some gyms and went to a local MMA gym. I started off with jujitsu, and I loved it. And about 2 years in, I started doing kickboxing and took my first kickboxing fight, and shortly after that took my first MMA fight, and I've just been absolutely obsessed since then.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome, and that's definitely a pretty cool story for sure. And now another thing I was wondering about, I mean, with your career, I mean, you also have a pretty sick nickname. I mean, how did you kind of come up with that, or who told you about that one?
Um, the very first gym that I started with, my coach actually came up with it. I don't know if he was fully serious or not, but it was like we just thought it was funny, because I fight women and everything, so it's kind of a pun there. But people just really responded well to it and thought it was funny, so I just stuck with it.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it's a funny vibe for sure, and definitely think it's a good one. And now another thing I was wondering about as well too. I mean, talk us a bit more about your life outside of MMA. I mean, what do you kind of like to do when you're not in there training and whatnot?
I do get asked this question a lot, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a life outside of MMA. MMA has completely consumed my life the past 10 years. The place that I live, the jobs that I work, my routine, my schedule. I don't have any hobbies outside of MMA. Like everything in my life is revolved around MMA, and I kind of like it that way. I don't really have an interest in changing it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just gym and work, sleep
Fair
for
enough.
gym.
Yeah. No, no, fair enough. That definitely makes sense. And now another thing I was wondering, I mean, you got some pretty sick tattoos and whatnot. I mean, what's maybe some of your favorite ones that you have?
Um, I really like this one. It's kind of like a creepy Medusa. I've always really loved that one, and I got this one. It's my more recent tattoo, this dragon. I probably have to say that one's my favorite.
That
I
one's
really like the hand tattoo.
I do like that one too. I think that one's probably my favorite you just showed. Now, when it comes to your tattoos, are you going to get any more or what?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I I finished putting all the pieces on my sleeve that I want to. I want to like add some more details and some shading, and then next I want to work on a leg sleeve.
Nice, nice. That definitely sounds awesome for sure. And now, earlier in the interview, you mentioned you do a little bit of cross training. I mean, how do you think cross training has kind of helped you progress as a fighter?
I think cross training is really important for any fighter. I think especially for women, because usually there's not a whole lot of partners to go with that are women. So I do cross train specifically for that reason because I feel like I get all of the skills that I need and the techniques and everything like that at my gym. And then once a week I try to cross train just to get rounds in with girls that are my size. So it's good. It gives you different looks and things like that. You don't want to get too used to the partners that you're going with and get too used to their game. And then you go with somebody else who has a completely different game, spars different, and then you're thrown off. So I think it's good to get different looks from different people.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely think that's important. And now, whether it's either of your gyms, I mean, what's maybe some of your favorite memories that you might have had training?
Favorite memories training. Honestly, like some of my favorite memories training is probably like the most like brutal sessions, like the ones where I gotta lay down on the floor, starfish for like 10 minutes. That's the best memories. Like I love a good grind. I love exhausting myself. So those are my favorite moments for sure.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's awesome, and that's definitely some cool memories and whatnot. And now another thing I was wondering as well too. I mean, what's kind of the vibes like at your gyms? I mean, what kind of music do you like to listen to when you're in there training and whatnot?
Um, I really like to listen to rap. That's my favorite kind of music. A lot of times when I'm in the gym, I kind of just zone out the music and kind of zone out everything around me, and I'm just so focused on what I'm doing. But if I pick the music, I'm usually picking rap.
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Now, with you being so early in your career, I mean, what advice would you give to amateur fighters? You know, getting ready to maybe make their first fight.
Um, Honestly, I would say to just do it. Like I know the anxiety, it gets overwhelming, and the fear of like everything that comes with it becomes a lot. But honestly, I would say that it really never gets better. Like you can learn how to manage it and deal with it, but the nerves never go away. The fear never goes away. The feeling in your stomach never goes away. You just do it and you get used to it. And, the reward is always greater for it.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to that first fight, or maybe even any of your fights, I mean, how did you kind of deal with the pressure and the nerves?
Um, at first, I will say I just ignored it. I just ignored it, told myself I'm better than this, I'm tougher than this, I can get through this. And I feel like that worked for me for a while. As I've gotten older, I felt like I've had more pressure on me, I guess because like, my first fight I was 17 years old, and now I'm like older, I'm in my 20s, I'm thinking more heavily about like the career that I want to make of this. So I feel like there's been more pressure on my that I've put on myself as I've gotten older. So I started working with a mindset coach, and he really helped me learn what to do with negative thoughts and nerves and how to deal with them. And I think it's helped a lot. I'm still in the process of learning and getting better, but um, I've definitely come a long way since I started working with him.
Yeah, no, it seems like a lot of fighters actually say like similar things that like those mindset coaches really help. So it's definitely awesome to hear that's helping you as well too. And now another thing I was wondering as well. I mean, with you fighting, do you have maybe any dream locations on maybe where you'd want to fight one day?
Um, I really want to fight in Japan one day. I have been watching the promotion Ryzen a lot, and I just think it's such a sick promotion. I really would like to fight for them one day.
That would definitely be sick. That's definitely a cool organization for sure. And now speaking about Ryzen or maybe even like the UFC or PFL, I mean, could you maybe see yourself fighting for a promotion like that?
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be too long after I go pro. We're just gonna kind of see how it goes. No matter what, the goal is gonna stay the same, even if the plan changes. It's changed quite a bit, but I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow and see what happens. Yeah, I would absolutely love to fight for one of these bigger promotions whenever I feel like I'm ready.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely think that would be awesome to see you fight for a bigger promotion for sure. And now it's been awesome talking to you. I really appreciate you coming on the show. I mean, what's maybe your final message out there to the fans watching this video?
I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and watching my journey. I really hate that I had to get injured and it's kind of prolonging everything, but to those that are sticking beside me, I just want to say thank you so much. And I'm going to try my best to keep everyone updated and get back to it as soon as possible.
Yeah, and like I said, we're looking forward to seeing your return, and best of luck on your surgery on Wednesday. And thank you so much for taking the time. It means a lot to me.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it.